All right, this is a before video. This has a light on it to make it show up a little better. All right, we've got this rapid ceramic tire coat and protectant from Cerakote. Cerakote was nice enough to send me this product so I could do an honest review on it. So this is my 21 Honda Ridgeline. The first step is to wash and dry your vehicle. And so just a quick note about anything with ceramic. Ceramic coat is, very effective at repelling water and things. So it makes sense that your vehicle needs to be totally 100% dry for it to adhere to it. So we washed and dried the vehicle using drying it with a microfiber towel like I always do. But then I also use like a leaf blower to really try and get water out of the edges where the tread is at. Kind of blow the water out, let it sit for about a half hour. And then I came back with a towel and just made sure it was totally dry. So get your tire totally dry and clean. And then in the box, what you'll find is a bottle of tire coat, which will, do several applications, a sprayer for that bottle. And they also give you an applicator to use for the product, along with some instructions. And they have some very good printable instructions, or just read on your phone, and also videos. So their website's very organized, very user friendly. And so what we're gonna do off camera real quick is we're gonna shake this bottle for 1 minute and we're gonna put the sprayer on. So we'll be right back. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I have a clean microfiber towel so that if I accidentally get any of this on my painted rim, I can wipe it off with this microfiber towel. I also have a shop rag, because instead of spraying this directly on my tire and having overspray and things like that, I'm going to spray it directly on this applicator. So I'm going to put it under the applicator so that I don't spray it on my floor and other places. So just going to go ahead and give the sprayer, let's see, okay, got a little unlock button here on this trigger. So put it over that way, get my bottle to spray in here, and we're going to give us a good coating to start. And then I'm going to start this way with the easier part of the tire. I'm going to go around the inside, like where I'm right up against the rim. So I've done a lap. I'm going to overlap here on my second lap, where before I was inside, now I'm kind of in the middle. And I'm just going to follow the tire around this way. Now I'm going to hit the outer part, overlapping again. So here was my first time around, here was my second time around. Now I'm hitting the edges of the top of the tire. The outside, I should say, not the top. And so if you can get a little closer on this tire in particular, it has, these nubs or whatever you want to call them that stick out. So it's not going to be easy to apply. I'm going to have to work at it to get into all these grooves. So the main part of the tire is already applied, and that was easy. But now it's going to be, this is where the detail is at. I'm going to have to spend some time, really trying to cover these like this. So that's going to make it look a lot more uniform if I take my time and really get it in right here. So because I'm just kind of using the edge of the sponge, I'm just spraying it on the edge instead of spraying the whole sponge right now. So this part of the tire that's like from here to here, I'm gonna end up rotating that tire, you know, backing my truck up just a little bit when I'm done, so that I can do this same detail to that part of the tire so that it's all uniform. And this product is advertised to last a very long time. So we have this initial application here, and then I'll be following this to find out how it holds up over time. It's also advertised not to sling like, you know, greasy residue. Because of what I was saying about the ceramic resisting water and needing to adhere very well when it's dry. Once you apply this, it needs to not be wet for 24 hours. So even though they say not wet, you know, you technically could drive it if it was dry. I would just recommend picking a time where you can let this sit for 24 hours before you drive it, just to be on the safe side, to get the best application that you can get. So we're gonna do all 4 tires. No need for me to video all that. And I'm gonna, you know, back the car up and do this part. All right, so we did all 4 tires, and then we backed the truck up so that we could do the attention to detail on these outer nubs on the part of the tire that was at the bottom. So we had, you know, rolled the tires back so that was at the top. So we went over all 4 tires with 1 coat and the nubs. And so what I'm gonna do now, says you can do a second coat if you wait at least 15 minutes. It's been at least 15 minutes since we started this first wheel. And so I'm not gonna worry about doing the nubs a second time because they required a lot of product, because you're spraying and wiping a couple of nubs at a time. So they got plenty, but I am gonna go ahead and do a second coat on, you know, going around here, here, and all the way up to the nub. So I don't really think that'll take that long, and it'll give it a lot more coverage. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on the inside again. And also remember, I said you could use a clean microfiber to wipe off your painted surface. We did that. We're gonna do it again now that I'm doing a second coat. So we went around and wiped that whole surface that we touched right here with this, just, you know, taking a rag like this and wiping the grade painted surface. So we're overlapping. Okay, so now just going for uniformity here. So gonna do that on all 4 tires, and then we'll come back with a microfiber, wipe all the painted surfaces. All right, here's an after video. This one has a light on it. That's what it looks like with the light on, without the light. All right, looks good. We'll see how it does over time, but definitely pleased with the ease of application and the finished look.